Muy buenas a todos, a ver, continuamos aquí. Los hemos quedado destruir a la furia mayor aquí. Está un poco complicado porque por aras de la ciencia, vamos a ver si podemos subir esto, pero no tenemos nada de orbe. Más la herida ahí. Se debe doler bastante. ¡Wow! ¡Qué loco! ¡Le salvó! La verdad, mira, estoy utilizando todo. Oh, esto le va a doler. Hasta luego. ¿Vamos para allá?
Avergüenzas a Esparta, perjurador. Tú te provocaste esta maldición.
¡Wow!
No eres digno de llamarle espartano. Perdí todo por tu culpa.
No, no te dejes engañar.
No estaban allí por casualidad, Kratos.
De ley, no, mira el oráculo. ¿Quién nos dijo que no vayamos a esa casa, no?
¿Crees que deseas la verdad? Pero la verdad solo te traerá dolor.
Pues bueno. Y la otra furia no la veo.
Mi muerte no te liberará de esta locura.
Eso sí lo sé, pero... Vínculo roto. Ah, mira, con esto ya no somos parte de Ares. Y todas las bestias que están aprisionadas aquí, como el de Catónquiro, ¿salen? O y mueren también. Es un gigante genial, ¿no? Me queda la otra furia, no sé dónde está porque no le matamos. O sea, parecía que le hubieras matado, pero creo que resucitó. No sé si por ahí también lo matamos, no. Percaté. Uf, nos estamos hecho pedazos, ¿no?
No hubiera tenido la fuerza suficiente para elegir tu camino, espartano.
Porcos.
Hubiera elegido lo que mis madres ofrecieron.
Preferiría vivir en la verdad.
Temo que puedas lamentar tus palabras. El señor Ares aún retiene tu lazo.
Esto no puede ser.
Antes de que las mataras, mis madres hicieron que fuera una vez más tu guardián de los juramentos.
¿Y ahora?
Para ser libre, debes matarme.
No lo entiendo.
Si no me liberas, mi padre seguirá teniendo poder sobre ti. Aún peor, viviré en eterno tormento.
Ya he derramado suficiente sangre inocente.
No hay otra manera, espartano. Quebranta el juramento. Mata a Ares. Y véngate. Nunca fui el guerrero que mi padre quiso que fuera. Pero por favor, lo único que pido, dame una muerte honorable.
Ah, mira.
Con la muerte de Orcos, el juramento de sangre con Ares finalmente se rompió. Y la dolorosa verdad regresó a la mente de Kratos. La verdad de los asesinatos cometidos. La muerte de su esposa e hija. La carnicería causada por su implacable ambición. Emergió con total claridad. Y se convirtió en visiones que lo atormentarían por el resto de su vida.
Wow, eso ya sabemos, ¿no? Y por eso declara la guerra a Atena, pelea con Atena, después a los dioses y mata a todos al final. Y pues como ya sacamos de historia del dios de la guerra 3, al final también se mata.
ahora libre de la locura de las pruebas, pero aún torturado por la verdad de su pasado. Kratos abandonó el único hogar que había conocido y emprendió su viaje para deshacer todo lo que había causado.
Complicado porque hizo full cut. Pero entonces lo primero que vamos a hacer ahorita es matar a Ares, entonces. Hacernos el próximo dios de la guerra. Y después declarar a Atena. Después unirnos con los titanes. Y al final declarar toda la guerra a los que son el Olimpo. Pero bueno, este es el final de Dios de la Guerra, World War Ascension. Y pues sí, está una bestia de juego. Bueno, por las gráficas me gustó un poco más el Dios de la Guerra 3. Pero por los monstruos y todavía la brutalidad con la que le mataba y regresaba todo eso que vimos en el 1 y en el 2, este World War Ascension está una bestia, por ese sentido. Y bueno, la jugabilidad y todo eso sigue siendo parte de lo que es Kratos, ¿no? En ningún juego no tenemos todas esas opciones, así que las tenemos súper bien. Me gustó. Y pues bueno, entonces esto es el final de Dios de la Guerra. No creo que haya algo de final a los créditos, pero de todos modos lo voy a dejar a ver qué pasa. Y pues creo que el próximo gameplay que va a traer aquí de Play 3 sería lo que es Deadpool. Para después solo centrarnos en lo que es PS4. Y pues vamos a ver ahí qué tal. Solo voy a dejar un ratito para ver qué nos sale al final. Bueno, entonces hemos llegado al final aquí. Creo que se demoró mucho. A ver, dice, felicidades, guerrero. Gracias. Ha finalizado World War Ascension. Has desbloqueado la dificultad Titán y ahora tienes acceso a un nuevo juego. Bueno, nuevo juego me imagino a la dificultad, porque de ahí no creo que... Lo que sí no pudimos mejorar es toda el arma, ¿no? Eso fue un poco como... Pues no, multijugador, mira. Ah, pero pues lo podemos hacer multijugador, esto no lo he intentado. Se ve súper chévere. Ah, mira, lo voy a estar probando esto. Me llama mucho la atención. Ah, mira.
Hi, I'm Todd Pappy, Game Director, God of War Ascension. What you're about to see is a making of video that we've been shooting over about 2+ years. It gives you a good idea of the inception of an idea all the way through to the final product. Keep in mind that this is a work in progress. Enjoy.
Today we're at House of Moves in Culver City doing what we've dubbed VOMO cap, VO and motion capture at the same time.
This is the first time we've done the VO mocap. In the past, we've done just mocap and voice recording completely separate.
I love mocap. Love me some mocap. Because the outfits are just hot.
The actors being together and acting out the scene, having that relationship with each other adds a lot to the scene.
It's more about being able to live whatever in that moment is through movement and voice. You know,
La voz de
we get
Kratos.
to come to work and play every day. The things that a friend of mine said, the things that used to put him in detention.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome back.
You walk into this room, quiet room, it's nighttime, and there's a little girl sleeping.
We're actually going to be doing an emotional scene with Kratos. This is one of the rarest cases, so it's going to be awesome.
I have missed you, child.
And one thing I didn't mention before you say the line and you're looking at her, only time we've ever seen you smile. Smile at your daughter.
In this one, we're trying to show off a little bit more of his humanity and seeing him smile, seeing him kiss his kid, seeing him hug his wife. After this, he really starts turning into supreme.
I would actually just go all that you lost can be yours once again. He's a little bit different guy in this one, I think, which I'm happy about. It's kind of the last moment of him.
La escritora, qué
having any
genial.
kind of humanity in him.
Qué mente que tiene, ¿eh?
Been away far too long.
It's hard because we haven't really seen this side of Kratos, so we want to be careful not to lose his character. I think in that sense, this scene might possibly be the hardest one.
In the game, Kratos ends up in this prison of Hecatana, and the Furies, who have been kind of infecting his mind and causing these insanity moments, are trying a little bit different tactic and trying to give him what he wants.
So he's in this blissful illusion where he meets his wife and kid.
Él es el animador, ¿no?
Genial
trabajo.
And goes and sees his kid's sleeping, goes in, gives her a kiss, sees the wife, has somewhat of an intimate encounter with her. There's something that Electo does that pulls him out of that. Something doesn't feel right.
And then he finally figures out that it's not real, and he's more interested in knowing what the truth is.
This is the master bed. This is where he makes love to his wife. Yeah. The moment she does this, you no longer go for her anymore. But everything else looked awesome. When you're working on a computer, everything's so planned. You have to know exactly what you want. You know, a lot of times actors bring in something of their own that just, you know, makes that scene that much better.
T-pose. Faces. And action.
One of the best parts is being able to work with other actors. It's like theater. And we could play an imaginary world because nothing's really there.
I try to push them interacting with each other more. I want to try to get that emotion through TC's acting as well as his voice.
I will never return to Lord Ares. Never!
TC?
Esa voz, ¿no?
Yeah, with the hand.
Very good.
The hard part is over, Spartan.
Jennifer stood out as she had the right voice for it. It was sultry. And out of all the Furies, that's what we were looking for Alecto, and being able to do the wife as well and sell those intimate encounters better.
I'm crazy, first of all, and so it's not really acting, it's just I can picture all of these things happening around, and I can picture myself acting this way. So that's my only advantage, I think, is that I'm certifiably insane.
Scene 7, take 1. Roll sound.
Sound speed.
T-pose. Roll video. Roll mocap.
Mocap speed.
Mark it.
Mark.
Places. Action.
This is not the manner to discuss it.
When we started looking for Orcos, we did multiple sessions and found Troy. For me, he had the proper delivery and also regalness to his voice. Troy fit the bill.
The Furies are near. They cannot know I speak with you. I will draw them away. The truth waits for you in Delphi, Kratos. Seek the Oracle. The story is so good, and the writing is brilliant, and the characters are so established that we'd have to try really hard to fail.
And what path is that?
Do not let illusion deceive you.
Then this is what you shall have.
Of all the minds in question, mine is not the one to worry about.
Use these items to still your mind, Kratos. Freedom from your bond to the god of war himself.
Troy, TC, and Jen did a great job. We got the voice direction the way I wanted it, and so I'm very happy with it.
La verdad, sí.
It's been a really fun experience. You know, I got to learn a lot.
It's fantastic to be able to work with the other actor. This is
Son amigos tras cámaras.
It's cool. I mean, I really would like to do more of this.
I'm excited to get it back to the studio and see it all come together.
We got a lot of great performance from our actors, and now it's time to implement it.
When we receive the raw motion capture data, oftentimes the characters aren't quite aligned properly, like say one person has to shake another person's hand, the hands might be a little bit off. There's no face, they just have deadpan puppet face, and we have to add in all the eye blinks and darts.
Y aquí es donde le dan vida, ¿no?
And emotion and eyebrows and everything. We do get pretty good fidelity with just the basic body, but every once in a while maybe the actor didn't give us quite the performance we wanted, maybe Kratos didn't look manly enough, or maybe the wife didn't look wifey enough, so we go in and finesse the acting as well. So this is the video reference that we get back from the motion capture suit. That's Kratos' actor and the wife. I'll use this to get a sense of, well, where was her hand on his shoulder? What are the fingers doing? So when we get the motion capture data back, it's mapped onto these joints, which is kind of the skeleton of the character. Each joint is getting data about translation or rotation based on what the actor was doing at the time. This is Kratos and the wife doing their thing. On top of the rig, we have the characters that get mapped onto these joints. From there, we have these controls that we can put on. These controls are what I can actually use and manipulate the animation like this. Move him around, adjust his arms or whatever. So I will often take this data, copy it into my scene with the environment, and then start adjusting his hands or his torso to make it look a little better. Maybe that hand isn't quite, they're not looking quite real, like they're actually holding hands, so I may end up moving her arm or his arm to make it look a little more realistic. So this scene has quite a lot of dialogue in it, but when we get the motion capture data back, it's not there. There's no audio, and you can see the mouths aren't moving, there's no facial animation happening. So what I will do, I'll bring it into my scene. So within my scene,
all that you have
I've got
lost
the
can be
audio
yours
running.
once again.
It is not real.
We have these sliders where you can control his eyes, his eyebrows, or his mouth, and make these phonemes, which are basically the mouth shapes for when he's talking. So if I move this slider up and down, you can see his mouth is opening. And this is all done by hand. It's not part of the motion capture data.
It is not real.
Here we have video reference just on TC's face that we can study. I can really see the details of every blink and every mouth shape. It's very difficult to get subtle nuances when you're animating by hand without doing a lot of effort and work. For these emotional scenes, we wanted to get that subtlety, and in a game production, it's just we don't have time to spend getting all those nuances by hand. So the motion capture really helps save us some time.
Your mind is troubled, but your skills are still without equal.
Do you have business with me? I have been away far too long.
You can see her in the morning.
Ah, mira, qué genial, ¿no? Qué buenísimo. Vemos equipo de trabajo.
Hi, I'm Todd Pappy, Game Director, God of War Ascension.
Creo que sí ya vimos, la verdad.
Hi, I'm Todd Pappy,
Creo que
Game
habíamos todo
Director, God of War
recopilado porque
Ascension.
creo que estaba,
What you're about to
estaba
see is
dividido.
a making of video that we've been shooting over
Pues no,
about
creo no
2+
está dividido.
years. It gives you a good idea of the inception of an idea all the way through to the final product. Keep in mind that this is a work in progress. Enjoy.
The lowest level, what we're trying to do is make me playing against you feel right, and me playing with you feel right. That's where we are right now.
I guess we're bringing the God of War gore to killing your mate, basically, I guess.
Killing your mate, yes, your mate, your buddy. One of the thrilling things about multiplayer, like even in a shooter, is when you get up close, like your heart starts to race. We're definitely
Estamos con Dios de la Guerra 3 cuando matamos a Hércules.
The moves are actually not Kratos moves at all. We did start to get some of it up and running, so you might see some hints of like, oh, maybe I remember from God of War 1, he had a weapon kind of like that, but the moves that we're doing now are entirely Spartan moves, Spartan themed.
The weapons that you carry
Estamos contra Cronos.
a very distinctive feel.
Pero bueno, creo que son algunos videos y bueno, les voy explicando cómo es toda esta producción detrás de Dios de la Guerra y que la verdad es muy muy genial.
Have a little bit more kind of range, so I have that move that has quite a lot
Mira,
of
puedes
range
jugar
to
con
it.
Hércules. Genial.
He can be less specific. Like if you're playing the hammer class, you kind of look for groups of people that kind of jump in there, and that actually causes kind of groups to disperse, which is kind of nice. So depending on like who shows up with what weapon, people start to kind of change their play style a little bit.
Kratos is our hero. He has to be the strongest, the coolest, the most powerful one. These guys are still pretty formidable. These guys have to be.
Pero como ya se nos acaba el tiempo, entonces lo va a dejar hasta aquí, hasta un próximo video.
So they're not as quick as Kratos.